This episode of Film Riot is brought to you by Ting. Welcome to Film Riot Mondays. Today we got questions as always and a brand new segment. And I'm also kind of under the weather, but I'm going to do my best.
Mail sack, taking a look in Riot's mail sack.
Hey Riot Bread, what is your favorite epic fight scene / gun battle from a movie? It's an unfair question to ever pick. Like, what's your favorite movie of all time? I don't have one. Everybody has like several, and they're across categories, so it's hard to answer that question. I mean, off the top of my head, a gunfight scene that blew my mind the most when I first saw it, but doesn't quite hold up as well today, would be The Matrix, the lobby scene, and even the roof scene. When I saw that, my mouth was just on the floor. Wanted has some sick gunfight scenes. Actually, Mission Impossible 3 has some action scenes that I think are awesome. Hand-to-hand combat, like fight scenes, I would say Born Supremacy, the fight with that guy, and then they end up in the bathroom and he like beats him with a book and everything. Almost all the Bourne movies, like with the pen, where he like beats the crap out of a guy with a pen. Shaky cam. Tell me your opinion on the Blackmagic 2.5 for 3K. I mean, come on. I have not tested it myself yet, so I can't really give you an opinion on the camera. Sounds cool, but Philip Bloom did an insanely in-depth and awesome review of the camera, which you can find right here. I think it's like 45 minutes long.
Just about, yeah.
Something like that. It's over 40 minutes long, and in typical Philip Bloom style, is very thorough and very awesome. So definitely check that out right here. It's got a lot of great info on the camera. Favorite cinematographer? Once again, I have a ton, but off the top of my head, Wally Pfister, which is Christopher Nolan's cinematographer, is fantastic. I love how much he dumbs things down and how he'll play in the shadows like a lot. He'll just underlight things like crazy, and I love that. Another one who I really, really love is Larry Fong. That guy is out of his mind fantastic. I mean, 300, Watchmen, fantastic cinematography, Super 8. So those two recent cinematographers, and fantastic. Aaron Eckhart, good or bad? Good. So I'm intrigued by your music making skills. I know it's not to do with film, but what do you use to create the funky ditties like so pew pew? Over time I've used a bunch of different things. Some of the songs I've done really, really quickly, so I just did it in GarageBand real quick to throw it out there. I use Pro Tools, but not that often. What I've been using most recently is Adobe's Audition, and it is fantastic. I just love how it's laid out. And usually I ad-lib those. Like the latest, the Turbulent Displacement. I just ad-libbed it. I don't even remember what like somebody was asking me for the lyrics. I'm like, I don't know. I just ad-libbed it. And I was like, okay, that's good. It's done. But I did it in Adobe Audition. It makes it extremely simple to do all that stuff. Check it out. Hey Ryan, what is your stance on film versus digital? Which do you think is better? I mean, if you would have asked this question like 3 years ago, I would have said film hands down. But now I think it's, you know, what are you trying to do? What's your project? What are you trying to accomplish? I mean, there are things that I can think of that I would definitely want to use film for, but then there's a lot of things that I can think of that I would definitely want to use digital for. In a perfect world where I had all the money to do either, obviously, because obviously digital is a lot cheaper, which is a big selling point for it. But I hate the big argument and how amped up people get about cameras and about formats. It's about the story you're telling and what best suits that story. If a 5D is what best suits your story, go for it. If a Panavision 35mm camera is what best suits your story, then use that. It's about what the story you're telling and the people behind the gear, not the gear. I hate how much stock people put in the gear. Hey Ryan, who is the sponsor for this video? It's a great question. Glad you asked. Ting is run by a bunch of geeks who got frustrated with the status quo. It's a news service that's bringing clarity, usability, and big savings to mobile phone users. The cool thing about Ting is that it takes all that nonsense out of getting your mobile phone plan, since they have one simple plan that offers fair, honest pricing. They split up the megabytes, the minutes, the text messaging, all being billed separately. If you use more, then you pay more next tier. No ridiculous fees. You use less, then you're credited the difference. No swindling, which does happen often with the other guys. Sadly, I know. Check out FilmRiot.ting.com and try their online savings calculator. And if you're ready to get started, you'll get $50 off your device purchase just for being a Film Riot viewer. No need for a coupon code. Just go to FilmRiot.ting.com and you are all set to get the $50 off. Well, here's Here's a brand new segment, which came about because we've been getting so many questions about what type of gear we use on such a regular basis that I figured, why not make a short segment about it, where we'll start, you know, every now and again just showing you another piece of gear type thing that we use to make our show and our short films. And the first one up is one that probably gets the most requests, and that's what type of mic we use for things like this, or when I'm doing my stand-ups for FilmRiot or Film State, or when Eris is doing a variant, and it's called a lavalier mic right here, which you have a little pack. This is the transmitter pack. We have a receiver pack on the camera right now. But this one you just put in your pocket, and then as you can see, it goes up your shirt, hooks onto the shirt. And this one is the Sennheiser G3 pack. This is the SK100, and then the receiver is the EK100. These are a bit on the pricier side, not super, it's probably, I would say, mid-grade. You got the cheaper ones, you got the really freaking expensive ones, and then you got these guys. I think you could get this pack for around $600 off of B&H, something like that. You can go cheaper, but this is a really good pack. It has really low noise. It comes with a really, really good mic. Runs off, look at that, 2 AA batteries. How you like that? I like that. Do you like that? You can also run a couple of them because you can put them on several frequencies, and they're just really, really great mics. So there you go. These are the lavs that we use, the Sennheiser G3. You can get cheaper. Sennheiser is a bit of a better brand. You can go like Audio-Technica or something like that, and definitely go on the cheaper range. But lav mics are really, really great mics to have, not just for stand-ups like these, but for miking your actors up when you do a short film. Just hide them in their shirt and things like that. But there you go, lavalier mic. That's the end of the episode, which means it's time for my short film suggestion of the week. This one's called The Guilt, which was a finalist and I believe won the Your Film Festival, directed by David Victori, and the film is gotta be one of the best short films that I've seen online in a really long time. It's definitely one of my personal favorite. The cinematography, the acting, the concept, and especially the directing are just out of this world. I really hope this guy gets a picture deal because I think he would make a fantastic film. The cinematography was above and beyond one of the best I've seen in a short film. It was fan-freaking-tastic. It's not that long, it's perfectly paced, and it's extremely intriguing. Definitely check it out. There is a ridiculous amount to take away from it and learn for your own short film. But that's it. We'll see you guys next week when we bust out your Monday challenges.